Hey, what's up? It's your couple, Joel. How you doing? We're gonna talk about
long distance relationships.
Those sound fun.
And how to deal with them.
God, so fun. Okay, everybody's been asking us lately to talk about how to make long distance relationships work.
Dun, dun, dun. Tips and tricks, life hacks.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. We have some points, but we're talkers, so we're probably just gonna go off of the points.
Yeah, we've held off on filming this video because we needed to make sure that we could actually, you know, make it work.
Yeah. Oh god, I don't even know how to start. If you're in a long distance relationship,
they're not silly. They're worth it, they're valid, and don't let anyone else tell you different.
I feel like I have to agree to that.
You're
Of course I do. No, I do.
So this one's kind of obvious, but I think it's very, very, very important. There's a very big difference between phone calls and FaceTimes. And I know, again, it's kind of obvious, but there'll be weeks go by and Joey and I both realize that we both haven't FaceTimed each other. And once you do sit down to FaceTime someone, it really makes a difference.
Well, yeah, we'll be angsty the whole entire week, and then there's times when we'll, like, not necessarily lash out at each other, but if we say, like, one wrong thing, then it doesn't go well with us, and then once we actually turn the camera on and start talking, it's just, like, a lot more relaxing.
Yeah, and like sometimes Joey or I will like joke around, and sometimes you can't tell something's a joke through a text.
Yeah, it's mainly me. She can't tell.
So when you're talking to someone in person, you can totally tell it's a joke, and it's just a lot more lighthearted. Sometimes it is hard to sit down and FaceTime someone, but think of it as you're going on a date with someone. Like, we've literally had times where we planned to FaceTime. Joey got dressed up. I was in my PJs. I felt really bad about myself. But it's really important, and you'd be surprised how much it can really help.
The best ones are the ones that are not planned. Like, if you're going somewhere, if you're driving somewhere, instead of listening to music in the car, call each other, just say hello, how's your day going?
I love when he
have
randomly
a great day.
calls me.
It's so much nicer. You still have your planned dates. Why not just pop in to say hi?
Yeah, and it's really fun. Like, he'll be shopping or something, and he'll just FaceTime me in the middle of the day. Hey, D, like, I need your opinion. Like, I love stuff like that. Yeah. And it could, you know, because they're like, they're your go-to, and just because they live somewhere else, thanks to technology, doesn't mean that it's a bad thing, and you can utilize your FaceTime.
You're no different than any other couple, even if there's distance in between. We're very lucky. We do travel a lot, and we have the opportunity to travel, and we're always all around the world every now and then.
We've been, I counted, to 7 different cities together. Compared to some of my friends, they've only just been here with their boyfriend, which is still great, but it's just funny.
And we're very lucky to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But the main thing that you have to do is plan trips. And if you've never met the person who you're in a relationship with, you have to.
I'd get on that, yeah.
Yeah, you have to. And
like, we met in person before we, you know.
Before I got attached, yeah. That's a whole different story, though.
So not only plan trips to see each other, but if you can, let's say, like, so Joey's here right now. And as of right now, we don't know the next time. We don't know the next time we're gonna see each other. And that makes the goodbyes a lot harder. There's been times when Joey and I had to say goodbye. I was like, I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna see you. So, it's up to you.
I was gonna say this too. After you're done your trip, plan your next trip, always.
Because then you can be like, I'll see you in 3 weeks, or I'll see you in this many days. And I have a little countdown app. I definitely recommend getting the countdown app. It's kind of fun. It's kind of depressing at first, but then it gets fun, and the days get closer and closer, and it makes it really exciting. So definitely plan your next trip when you're with them already, because then it gets you excited for that, and it doesn't feel like it's a complete goodbye. It's like, oh, you're just going on a trip, like, I'll see you soon. It really helps.
Getting emotional?
Yeah, are you surprised?
No. The next thing, are you tired? The next thing can be simple, it can be hard, it can be crazy, but send each other gifts. If it's their birthday, don't tell them, surprise them, send them little stuff, or maybe you just want to say hi through a letter.
Or surprise them.
Or surprise them, you can always do that, but...
It's a lot of fun. He surprised me at my graduation, it was the coolest thing in the world.
And she surprised me in Chicago, which is the city we've been to, one of them.
Yes.
That's a whole different thing. That's on another level. A lot of people can't do that. But if you just want to send a letter to say, hey, love you, that's totally awesome.
Yeah, you can send them flowers, you can send them their favorite, I say chocolates, but you hate chocolate, you know what I mean.
Send little care packages.
It's fun.
Just so they know you care for them. them. Get it? Get it back. Thanks.
So one thing that I think is really important and really helpful for your relationship is if you get to know their friends and family. So like when I went to visit him, I wanted to meet his best friends. I wanted to meet his family so that they know who I am. So then when Joey talks about me, if he ever does, they can put a face to the name and they can put a personality to the name and they can really relate because they have met me. And the same for me. So like Joey and I, you know, we'll be FaceTiming or whatever and he'll say, oh, like Jordan did this today. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And like I know Jordan on like a pretty good level now. So
she wanted to see all the girls I hang out with.
I know. It's like hard when you have different friends, and that's always gonna be a hard thing because you live in different places and you hang out with different people. I mean, we have similar YouTube friends, but like it's just cool to be like to know who they're talking about.
Well, no, you have your average days and you tell them like it's a story and that you gotta fill in the blanks with the people you don't know. So
Yeah.
once you meet them, the blanks are filled.
A little familiar with where he lives now, so he'll be like, I went to Equator Coffee this morning, and I can totally picture it, you know? I've been there a couple times. Like, it's just cool to relate to places.
This is probably the most important one, especially to us, because we have pretty crazy lives. Are you doing the same thing as me? We're always traveling, we're always doing crazy stuff, we're always filming, we're always working on crazy projects, and everything like that. Make sure you have a normal day. If you're planning a trip to go see somebody, you don't always have to plan a trip that's like, oh my god, let's go to Ibiza, or something crazy. It doesn't have to be something crazy. You can come and go to their house and stay for a week and just have nothing planned.
Or even something that I thought was just so funny of us, but like cool, was he came in Tampa for one day last year. I picked him up and he went to take my aux cord to plug it in and he noticed that it was like a little broken. I was like, yeah, like I really need to go get a new one from Best Buy, and he's like, let's go right now. So we literally went. I'd been with him for 30 minutes, we went to Best Buy and I got a new USB charger aux cord thing and we went on with our day.
You're in love with the person because of who they are, and if you're planning all these trips and doing all these crazy things, that's not exactly who they are, that's what they like to do, but see what they normally do every day and who they actually are, and see that Danielle's really lazy and she doesn't get out of bed in the morning. You can get a little anxious because she doesn't get out of bed, but it's everything.
I do get out of bed. It's Sunday. It's Sunday.
Everything you love. Yeah? Yeah. You don't get a kiss because we're not doing it on camera. I guess that's it, eh?
Yeah. If you guys have any tips or if you're in a long distance relationship, let us know.
There's so many things you can talk about, but you can't just make a list and it's going to be okay. But hopefully these tips can help you, even the slightest, but definitely I think the normal day is the best one.
Yeah, because you don't always want to like hype everything up, like we have to do these crazy things and like all the time, because that's not a real relationship. Real relationships, it is pretty chill. You're not doing crazy things all the time. It's just about being with that person. So when you do normal things, it makes it more real.
Exactly. And don't think you have to be this happiest person when you're with somebody. Like, we get sad when we're together. We get mad at each other when we're together. We go through all these emotions. Don't think you have to be like your top-notch person. Be you, because that's who they fell in love with. Stay you. Stay beautiful. Normally I'd say.
Yeah, see you guys next time, but I feel like we haven't completely ended the video.
Yeah, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Subscribe to Danielle's channel. We're always doing crazy stuff. And right now, you know what we're going to do?
What?
We're going to go plan our next trip.
Let's do it. We
So,
need to do that.
We'll see you guys
On our next trip.
on our next trip. Bye.
Rested soft by my side before your petals could fall. In your colors.